Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios that price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 4 hour time frame, and the main scenario that we've been tracking is still this one, in which we are expecting this to be a three-way structure as a WXY into the lows that we had around the June 20th, around give or take a couple of days there. But yeah, that is the main idea, that we had a three-way structure down here and not a five-way structure of any kind or anything like that. Then the next structure that we've had here can be already finished like this, and this would be a connector wave structure that would be connecting this original move here to the next move downwards. Or the other possibility is that this structure here is the start of the connector. So in this case, it would be something like this. Whether we are going to be getting a structure like this or a five-way structure, we don't know about that yet, but the idea here is that, again, a three-way structure that is connecting the original move here to the next here. And again, both of these are saying that we are going to get new lows on SP500, so that is the main idea here. Now let's check out the idea where we have the connector already completed. And in this case, we had this as the ABC here. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. This one, in which again A, B, and C, having this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 was the main idea here. But again, since the X was put in place, we have a few different ideas for these areas here. But for this count, it definitely feels kind of nice to have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So a five-way structure coming down. That, in a corrective sense, has the only possibility of being an A wave, so that's how we label it at the moment. And then looking for that wave B. At the moment, if we are comparing the price, the time it took to create this wave A, we did not hit the 38.2 here, which is again the minimum I want to be seen, which is generally hit. So in that sense, again, the overall idea is that we are creating some kind of three-way structure like so, for more downside. It is of course possible that we have already hit the retracement completely, and that B wave would be at these tops. But we'll see how that turns out. At the moment, this structure here feels kind of impulsive to the downside. We'll look into that later on, however. Now, the way I've labeled this, let's go to 1 hour time frame to see this substructure is a bit better. Way I've labeled this is a ABC into W, three-way structure into X, and ABC here into wave Y. Again, we had the conversation about this structure here because, again, we had taken out the highs that we had over here, so we can't really have a three-way structure anymore here ending the wave Y there. We had the possibility, of course, having this as a three-way structure, but I guess we could be labeling it as a diagonal as well. However, we don't have the overlap between the first and fourth here within that diagonal, so that has to be noted. But at the moment, I don't see any other possibilities at the moment, so that's why I've labeled the C wave ending here with this five-way structure, and then we would be looking for downwards. At the moment, this has the potential of ending this wave Y here, and then we would be looking for this as a five-way structure coming down. Of course, it is possible that this is a third of something smaller time frame, and this low would be that third, which is related to here, and we would be doing something like that. That is, of course, the possibility. The only thing that I feel like is that this structure here is not complete, but this is the start of some structure coming down, and we would be getting a retracement and then again downwards more. And of course, this can still be part of this B wave. If B wave is not complete yet, we could be creating this here as a three-way move, another three-way move, and then depending on how much we retrace here, we're going to be getting another move upwards. But that is one scenario. Let's check out the other one, which is saying that this whole structure is within this connector. So the idea is that we had this as a WXY into X wave, A, B, and then C going higher. Whether we are going to be getting a running flat, or expanded flat taking out these highs, we don't know that yet. But again, that would be the ideal idea here. So for this B wave, again, we would have this as a WXYXZ instead. We have the possibility of labeling this as a 3-way structure as well. The way we would be doing that is a 5, 3, 5. It is a bit odd looking, and it does not hit the 0.618. That's why I kind of prefer the other count over this one at the moment. But again, that count did not hit the 38.2 extension of this original W wave in time. So that is again a minus on that side. So again, we have to be tracking both of these, as they have both good and bad sizes and measurements on both. So keep that in mind. Now, again, with this in mind, we could be looking for a C wave, because again, this B wave here actually took out the lows of that origin of that A wave. So we did retrace around the 1.236 of this A wave for that B wave, and now again that qualifies us to get a flat structure up in here. However, this structure, I can't really get this into a diagonal that well. The issue that we had here is, again, we could be labeling this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, having this as A, B and C. But again, if we are placing the 5th wave top here, we would be having this as a 5-way structure, and that is not good, because again, what we have here starting this whole thing is a zigzag. The issue with this way of counting, however, is that if we place the wave 5 here, or the end of wave 5 here, is that we have to be labeling this as a 3-way structure like so, another 3-way structure like so, and then this would be somehow a 3-way structure again. However, again, the extensions here are so large, as we see on here, that is making it less likely. Again, we go well beyond the 2.618 here, which is making it very, very unlikely to be the case. Again, we might not want to be looking too detailed into this, to keep this still a possibility where we are looking at this as a some kind of B wave. B wave again can be forming something like this, like we had on the other count, and at that time again we would be looking for higher price as well after we have created this ABC. Again, depending on how low this ABC is going to go, we can be favoring either this count or the other count where we are expecting more downside. Again, if this is indeed either that 3-way structure, expecting a 3-way structure down and then 3 ways up, or we could be already done with this structure here and having an impulse wave basically coming down and expecting a let me get the right count over here. So if this was that B wave over here, we would be expecting an impulse count of that C wave, and this would be possibly 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But the expectation here is that we're going to get retracement, get our shorts in against this high here and look for lower to an exit. But I think that is pretty much all the expectations I have for S&P 500 for today and basically this week. I feel like it's going to be most likely taking time and creating that lower leg as well. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of the day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.